and shut the circuit off. We're going to put some new switches in here because this one's all dirty from nicotine and smoking in the apartment. And we have a pretty sloppy job here hooking this switch up. The insulation is caught under the screw head on this one. The top one looks okay though. And our ground wire is wrapped around our screw the wrong way. And the screw was not very tight. We'll strip our ends so we have nice clean stripped ends here to work with. So here in the country I was born in, we use a 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a 110, 120 volt switch loop or on a 220, 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require neutral. So this is a single pole switch in series, and you just put the two black wires on the switch and put the white wires together in a wire nut. Make sure our insulation's not pinched under our screw head and our copper is under the screw head all the way around. They were kind of like folded from before here. We'll keep our ground wire down the bottom here. away from everything. So we're going to put another piece in here to shim it out. We'll kind of take it on so we can see. This crimp sleeve is just about the distance that the box is back in the wall on the top. So we'll screw it down there so it's tight. And screw it here so it's tight. Alrighty, so we got it all nice and tight here. We can cut this crimp sleeve and make it a little shorter because it's a little bit too far out, so I'm going to cut it here. It's a nice soft copper. And I'll just squeeze it back open if I can. Nope, I can't. So we're not going to get frustrated. We're not going to carry on. We're not going to get upset. You can't do something, you can't do it. It's not going to go. It's not going to go. So we'll just make a couple loops of wire here to shim it out. Okay, that tightens it nice and flush to the wall. So that looks nice now. Let's see what kind of work we have here. We have our insulation caught under the screw head down here. Same up here. we'll strip these back a little bit more so we get a nice connection. Maui is in Hawaii. Hawaii. We'll make our new loops. We'll get our wires all nice and straightened out here. We'll put our ground wire around our green screw. Like that. Make sure our copper is under the screw head all the way around. Our insulation's not pinched. Hawaii is in Hawaii. Make sure it's nice and tight and it looks like that. Now we can fold our wires into our box. Make sure our ground wire stays down away from everything here. Maui is in Hawaii. It's a wonderful place to visit. Here in the country I was born in, up is on, down is off on our single pole switches. If you put it in upside down, it will say no. But your three-way switches could be up or down because it's opposite every time you change the other switch. So we are all set. That is how to replace a single pole switch here in the country I was born in. We use 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare, the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a 110, 120 volt switch loop or on a 220, 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. Peace.